Today, the fate of our planet is being
Увидим ли
resolved.
мы эти
The
изменения
question is
начала,
whether we
которые
shall
ведут нас
disclose the
попасть, и
serpentine nature
вырвем ли мы
which leads
их из
us to the
себя
precipice, whether we
и
shall
из
tear
своего
it out from
общества.
society and ourselves.
Ведь
Just realize, massive
огромные
murders are
массовые
alien to a
убийства,
common
которые
ordinary man,
совершенно не
but are
свойственны простому
natural for
рядовому человеку,
serpentine nature.
это
It's
как раз
they who demand large
изменение начала.
sacrifice.
И они требуют больших жертвоприношений.
Serpents are killers by their nature. They feed on lives. This is the guarantee of their existence. They cannot survive without eating up souls. The ultimate aim of serpents on the earth is to kill the whole humanity, and we are now through the final stage of realization of their aim. The end of the world is a prophecy about our time. Nevertheless, it is in our power to become the end of the dark time. According to the Bible, the serpent, evil spirit in the form of snake, seduced Adam and Eve. Maybe the biblical serpent is a warning to people about Anunnaks and their descendants. It is important to mention that reptiles inhabiting our planet have hardly anything in common with alien reptiles and Anunnaks, with alien serpent civilization. On the opinion of experts, the Earth's atmosphere is baneful for alien reptiles. Their physical bodies are not able to exist in the aura of the earth. Energy of people is too pure and spiritual for snakes. Love and kindness, morality and selflessness of people are like a hot iron for them. That is why alien reptiles can only exist in our planet in disembodied form, that is, in the form of energetic formations, spirits, or through possessing a physical body of people, using it as a cover. Principles of serpent's nature have dictated the life on the earth for many years. To prove that, let us compare historical facts. Hitler applied concentration camps where masses of people were burnt in ovens. Both Hitler and Stalin needed human sacrifices in overwhelming quantities. Hitler was an esoteric expert, had parapsychological academy with huge staff of psychics and telepathists. We all know Anna Nerbe that studied parapsychology. We all know that SS was a sect. They were Masons who put on uniform and became military men and carried their deadly politics in the world. Same thing was true for NKVD that executed by shooting dark crowds of people. They managed shooting pits in Katyn. There are absolutely unknown burial places where crowds of anonymous people were shot because sacrifices were needed. We know that shot were innocent people, but what were all those deaths for? Nobody understands. And only if you look from the perspective of gaining power over masses of people, enslavement of people, then it becomes clear that rulers want exactly mass sacrifices. Idi Amin in Uganda continues the line. He personally shot 2,000 people. During his governance, 500,000 people out of 19 million in his country were shot. Dead bodies were thrown into the river, and even dam could not function because it was stuck with corpses. Pol Pot killed 1/5 of population in his country, which is 2 to 3 million people by different estimations. And he commented this just innocently. We were like inexperienced kids and committed mistakes. He never considered himself a monster and presented all his deeds as done for the struggle for better future and justice. Kukulkan was the first. It was followed by the ideology of Aryan supremacy, with a must to get rid of other nations. Then the fear of communism and dictatorship of the proletariat appeared, where enemies of the nation were massively shot. These days, massive victims are executed by wars that are also unleashed under the pretense of kindness, bringing freedom and human rights, protecting. Military forces of NATO, who present themselves as peacemakers, were bombing Yugoslavia, where every third killed person was a child. What kind of peace do they make? In an Afghanistan village, they killed 120 people, and all of them were old and children. It also was presented as fighting against illegal drugs. Nowadays, hundreds and thousands of people die in acts of terror. Who needs these terrorist acts? any
Сотни и
terrorist
тысячи
act
людей
pursue a
гибнут
specific object.
в
For
террористических
example,
актах.
to
Кому
force
нужны эти
implementation of a
террористические акты?
political
Ведь
demand.
любой
There is always
террористический
somebody
акт
taking advantage of
производится с
such
какой-то
acts.
целью.
Both
С
in
целью
our country and in America, remember, twin
выполнения
collapse,
какого-либо
there were no
политического
political
требования.
demands, and
И кто-то
executor
пожинает
remained unknown. Even if eventually they
дивиденды
announce
этого
executor to
террористического
us,
акта.
the
У
person
нас
would be
в стране
inevitably dead by
и в
that
Америке
moment.
тоже, когда
It means
рухнули
that to
близнецы,
prove him guilty or innocent
нет
would be
политических
impossible.
требований, неизвестен исполнитель, а если нам его объявляют, то он обязательно к этому времени уже мертв. То есть не доказать его причастность, не опровергнуть невозможно.